This a capacity crowd here.
Well, on the face of it, Peter, we would appear to have a high-caliber meeting with very little at stake. But then you consider a chance for one or two of the fringe players to get a look in, and this becomes a big incentive. It changes the dynamic. So there's plenty at stake for them, which will do no harm to the energy levels and the overall conviction, and hopefully the style of contest.
Well, we're underway. So, Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
Well, I think it's going to be hard, Peter, not to pick out the very talented Michael Elise here. We love his creativity and his ability to drift inside and find a little bit of space and then do serious damage. But potential was always in his game from a very young age, and he's realising that potential now, and he really is growing into something quite devastating.
Okay, interesting. He's in a great position here, and it's Digne. Now it's crossed into the middle, and he's there to clear it. Howson tries to clear. Howson gets it away. Pedri. Dembele. Digne. Dembele. And here's Mbappe. Can he finish? A real chance and a real let-off. That's really well manoeuvred. Cucurella. Looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. Howson. Zubimendi. Nico Williams. Nico Williams. Nico Williams stood his ground strongly. Ball is over the line. And it's going to be another throw. Williams. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other.
Well, the box was just so congested there, Peter. There was absolutely no space to work with.
Zubimendi. Howson. Zubimendi. Merino. Oyarzabal. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Kone. Koundé, gently done. Some good work on the right flank here. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. And it's real chance! Time to deliver. And here's Pedri. Pedri crosses. Upamecano. Kone. Saliba shifted upfield. Now it's Dembele. And it's Digne. Dembele looking to get on the end of this.
They've certainly set out to cause a problem or two down that left flank. Dembele clearly looking the key component now with the concentration on width. Gives the defence a decision to make, whether to go zonal or man-to-man now.
The Normal. Yamal. Mikel Merino. Aim forwards. Calmly anticipates. Digne. Chouameni, forwards and with intent. The Normal. Yamal. Merino. Pedro Porro. Moved on forwards. Pedri. And here's Oyarzabal. Williams. Now it's Williams. He's having a shot! Decent strike, kept it fizzing low.
Well, that would have asked some awkward questions of the keeper had it stayed on target.
Kone. Koundé. Upamecano looks to the other side. Digne looks to get on the end of this. Great defending, strong and determined. Dembele really struggling to influence the game.
He needs a minder, and one of his teammates should be picking up on that, and quickly.
And here's Mbappe. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Well read, nice interception. Played back to the goalkeeper. Upamecano. France starting the game with good energy, looking to take control of proceedings if they can. Played towards the other side. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Pedri. Zubimendi.
France, well, Peter, look how far up the fullbacks are getting now. This is really high.
And constantly after the ball, aren't they?
Yeah, I think they're weighing up their options to see how long they can sustain this and suppress those wide opposition players.
Merino. Howson. Anything, Jim, to pick out of these early exchanges?
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and sizing each other up.
Chouameni, and it's played forward. Digne looking to run onto it. Corner then. Big chance! Oh, it's come loose. This time, surely. He can get that clear.
France would very much seem to be growing their confidence here. You can feel it.
Koundé cuts it out. Kone. Nico Williams. That's been slipped through. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Spain clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Searching passes played there. In again. Mikel. There's Here's the shot! Nico Williams gets it clear. And it's Dembele. He's going to have to tune his rangefinder before the next one. Yamal.
France, well, yet another interception and a show of anticipation to be commended.
Doué. Koundé. That's a promising run he's making on the right. Mbappe. Pedri. Yamal, gently done. Pedri. Nico Williams played through into space.
It was hopeful, to say the least. You need more men inside the box, more movement, otherwise it's pretty much a waste.
Crossed in again. Oh, smashing header! No, couldn't quite control it.
Yeah, some good movement inside the box. No shortage of targets here.
Koundé. 0-0 still. No lack of chances, though.
Yeah, the tempo is strong and the game has flair and lots of potential for me.
Dembele. Merino. Olise. And here's Mbappe. Out to the right. Ball swung. He's had a shot! Oh, he got that all wrong.
France certainly look sharp there. They're very well drilled in this art of counter-attacking.
Digne gets over and intercepts. Yamal hoisted in. Chouameni. Into the channel. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Oh, what a pass! And it's Koundé. And the ball's come loose here. Nico Williams. That's a good run down the left. Nico Williams. Cucurella puts them all in. And the counter is on. That's really well manoeuvred. And he cuts out the supply. Pedro Porro. Howson. Zubimendi. Merino. Howson, and he goes cross-field. Dembele. Digne. And he whips in across. That's good play. Koundé. Olise. That's going to go a long way. Cucurella. Nico Williams. Cucurella. Howson shifted upfield. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Pedri. Merino. Zubimendi. Cucurella. Good play on the left-hand side here. That is lovely. Williams. And here's Pedri. And it's Cucurella. Nico Williams, cross into the box. Dembele. Looking to break at pace. Played into space out wide. That'll be a corner. That has been knocked clear. No way through, so back it comes. And here's Dembele. Howson is there, and he can get that clear. Nico Williams. Probing pass. Kone. Doué. Kone. Digne chasing after it. Pedro Porro. Played cross-field, changing the point of attack. Now it's Oyarzabal. Saliba wins the duel this time. Moved on forwards. Digne. Oh, sweet feet. Howson attempts a clearance. Zubimendi. Koundé. Kone. Koundé. Koundé carries the ball down the right. Nico Williams did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. And it's Doué. Dembele! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
And it's hoisted clear. Kone. Chouameni, and it's lofted through here. Howson tries to clear. Here it is, crossed in. Digne. Doué. Dembele. Oh, good spread. Koundé climbs up big!
He will be livid with himself.
I just wonder what was on his mind there. He should have put his foot right through it.
Merino. Yamal. Spain going about it patiently, perhaps too patiently. Now it's Williams. And it's Cucurella. Cucurella. He has found a way through. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Saliba, forwards and with intent. Digne. Can he latch on to this? Now it's Dembele. They get a throw in. Doué. Lenormand defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Good spell of possession this, but very little to show for it. Nico Williams. And it's Pedri. And here's Oyarzabal. And here's Yamal. Dealt with nicely by the defence. That has been cut short. Yamal. Played into space. Now it's Williams. Williams. And a chance! Koundé getting this one clear. Can he get onto this? Williams. That should be the goalkeeper's, and it is. Koundé. Koundé chooses to go cross-field. Dembele knocks it out wide. Decent progress down the left. Aimed in towards the centre. And that was very necessary. Merino. Still waiting for the first breakthrough, but not for the want of trying. Howson. It's a quick ball upfield. Zubimendi aim forwards. Oyarzabal. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time.
Look, the only way of becoming more aware, Peter, is by lifting your head and realising who's where around you.
Saliba, played over towards the opposite flank. Olise. Koundé delivers with wit. Lenormand forwards and with intent. Now, where's he looking? And it's Porro. Great work on the overlap. Defending of the desperate variety. There will be a throw-in. Digne. Kone. Elise. Doué. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. Kone. Koundé. Nice control. Kone. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through.
Well, the lethargy in their play isn't a great look, and it was very evident on that occasion.
Now then, the ball's come loose. And it's Zubimendi. Out towards the flank. Spain have reclaimed it. Williams. Pedri spread out to the left. Kone herring after the ball here. Chouameni. Dembele. Pedro Porro makes the interception. That's really well manoeuvred. Merino, who played through for the wide man. Yamal. Can he deliver? Now it's Pedri. He's got options in the box if he gets his head up. Now it's Marino. In by Marino. It's a mighty effort! And the header is disappointing in the end.
He simply mistimed the header, and it was as if he knew it wasn't going to work out.
Saliba, gently done. Saliba, shifted upfield. Digne looks to the other side. Koundé. Saliba.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Yamal. Pedri. Digne gets across to intercept that. Kone. Zubimendi. Cucurella, and he goes cross-field. Played out to the right. Lofted in. And the first 45 minutes are up. A decent enough half, but neither side able to get on the score sheet. Time for some fresh ideas in the second period, perhaps. And we are up to the break.
Spain really did turn up the tempo at the end of the half, and while they'll be disappointed not to have broken through, obviously, the chances will come, provided they can keep producing good spells. It's been a half with significantly more positives than negatives, I feel.
An engrossing half, but we're still where we started, 0-0. And we are back underway. So the first half brought no goals. Upamecano, Kone, Koundé, and here's Doué. Doué, that's a delicate pass. And that's been won straight back. Saliba. Doué. And it's Dembele. Dembele played out to the left flank. Oh, lovely feed, he is such a good mover. Mbappe. Cucurella. Pedri. Oyarzabal. Cucurella. Zubimendi. Koundé cuts out the pass. Saliba. Saliba played out towards the right wing. And it's Koundé. Oh, easy pickings there. He is through here. Overhits and out of play. Kone. Chouameni. Saliba. Oh, can he get onto this? Zubimendi producing a good steal there, showing a good level of alertness. Moved on forwards. Great ball if he can get there. Saliba did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Pedri, now he's got space here. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Cucurella. Tries to dink it through. And they've got rid. Mbappe. Doué. Now it's Doué. Digne. Dembele gets flagged offside. Zubimendi. The normal. Howson. And it's played forward. Oyarzabal.
They've been denied a chance to develop any rhythm in the passing department.
Spain have got it back and they'll have another go. Howson. Zubimendi. Pedri. Merino. Pedro Porro. Yamal. Pedri. Oh, good spread. Tries to get it clear. That'll be a throw-in. Doué. Upamecano. Koundé. Olise. Koundé. Olise. Kone. And it's Dembele. Played out to the right. Well timed, excellent interception. Now it's Pedri, and he's surging through. Played out wide. Oyarzabal. Out to the left it goes. Cucurella drives it in. Yamal. And here's Pedri. Upamecano tries to clear. Ambitious ball here. Howson. Zubimendi. Merino. Yamal. Over to the left. Oh, good ball! Yamal. And he's heaved it away. Howson forwards and with intent. Yamal. And here's Pedri. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. And it's Dembele. Dembele. And that has been clubbed away. Lenormand getting this one clear. And the keeper has it. Yamal. Merino. Goalless still. Neither side really getting onto the front foot. Up towards the front line. Olise. Upamecano. Koundé making good progress on the right-hand side. Olise. Kone. Dembele. Koundé. And played cross-field, changing the point of attack. Dembele. Lovely feet. Digne. Hit into the middle. Howson can get it clear. Merino. Zubimendi. That's really well manoeuvred. Oh, nicely intercepted. Chouameni. Have it back and can go again. Mbappe. Doué. Doué! It's in! Just the pick-me-up the whole game needs! A moment that needed composure, and he had plenty of it.
Ah, that's just clever. He made the keeper think he was going one way, only to outfox him by going the other. Very nice.
France have fired themselves in front.
Look, you can't deny that it's a blow, but this game is far from unsalvageable.
Played towards the other side. Yamal. Pedri. And here's Oyarzabal. Now it's Marino. Now that's well done, really robust.
Spain really are going about things in the right fashion, Peter. It's great to see.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
Zubimendi. Howson chooses to go cross-field. And it's Marino. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, the time has arrived to start taking risks. They may well be happy just to level this.
Pedro Porro. Howson. Merino. Howson. Zubimendi. Play cross-field, changing the point of attack. Merino. Yamal looking to get on the end of this. Dembele. Kone. And it's Doué. That's a nicely weighted pass. Elise. And here's Doué. Now that's well seen too. Cucurella. Strong running down that left flank. Cucurella. Pedri. Zubimendi. Pedri laid out to the left flank. And that's aimed into the middle. Cleared away. Kone. Dembele. Now it's Doué. That has been cut short. Pedri. Yamal. Merino. Pedro Porro. He's been bundled over. That is a foul. And the referee has shown him a yellow card. A threat. Way off the ball! It's a goal! Just so calm under pressure, and he managed to fashion a fine finish.
Well, Oyarzabal demonstrated great strength there. I mean, he really had to hold his man off and just create enough room for him to be able to get the shot away. And I think it's just top play.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, they just couldn't have responded any better, Peter. Yeah, there's the old cliche about how teams can lose focus after scoring, but you still have to take your chances. Brilliant.
Olise knocks it out wide. Dembele. Out of play for a goal kick. Pedro Porro. Yamal. Merino. Cucurella. Zubimendi. Moved on forwards. Yamal. Brilliantly cut out. Kone. Upamecano.
Aim forwards.
Now it's Doué. Oh, that's a nice ball. Deftly away. Koundé's cross. That had too much on it. Pedri. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Yamal. Merino. Zubimendi. Cucurella. Olise. And it's Doué. Howson. Zubimendi. Played towards the other side. Yamal. Merino. And here's Yamal. So who's he picking out? Incoming delivery.
That can happen to anyone. It's truly unlucky for him, but it's just the way it is.
Well, who saw that coming? It has certainly made things interesting.
Well, that's something you don't expect at a match like this, but I guess you have to take whatever way it comes, and very gratefully.
And it's Koundé. Pedro Porro. Spain have hit a quick-fire double here and are 2-1 up. What a comeback. Howson. Koundé. Olise. And here's Doué. Koundé. Koundé tries making a foray down the right. Played into the middle. Cleared without complication.
France really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it.
Pedro Porro. Howson. Howson played over towards the opposite flank. Out to the right. Pedro Porro picks it up now. Looking for a decent ball in. Yamal opts to play it back, and it's Porro. Oyarzabal. Decent chance! Dembele with the clearance. Pedri. Yamal. Merino. Crosses it in. And that has been cleared.
Spain surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier...
Foul and a free kick in a very dangerous area. The referee's come over. It's a red card. Well, some of the players here are letting their emotions get the better of them. They do have to be careful. This must not be inflamed any further. Spain are down to 10 men.
Well, that's called taking one for your team, because a one-on-one situation was about to develop.
Kone. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. And it's Tchouaméni. Oh, that's nice. A chance to play it in. Now it's Olise. Kone. Doué.
France really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
And the shot! He's got a goal!
I could watch this every week, Peter. Talk about strength of character, wonderful.
Well, was he ever going to miss that? Of course he wasn't.
Well, so often it comes down to that quality on the final pass, and we've got it here, Peter. The defence might want to have a good look at themselves as to how they let it happen.
Quite a thriller this one's become.
You've got to commend that, Peter. It's the perfect response to falling behind. Don't let your heads drop, just get back up the pitch and level the scores again. This is cracking stuff.
Howson. Howson shifted upfield. And here's Mbappe. Nice looking ball. Dembele. Dembele. And he's certainly onside here.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is
Tchouaméni with the challenge, and he has given away a free kick. Kone. Olise, gently done. Now it's Doué. Doué. Ball's gone out of play. Dembele's cross. Tries to get it clear.
France clearly are pushing for the win here, Peter. It's making for a very frantic end to this game.
Howson forwards and with intent. Pedri played out towards the right wing.
Spain really can't be faulted for their attitude, and if they go on to win this, it'll be fully deserved.
Zubimendi. Still anyone's game this. One moment can decide it.
It's a very open game and an exciting watch. There are no signs of nerves or caginess from either team. This pitch is go-for-it territory right now.
Pedro Porro. Merino tries a deft little ball.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
Can he spark a counter here? Kone goes for a shot! And no, he couldn't find the finish.
Kone fully appreciates that he could have won it then, and now he'll be all the keener not to lose it.
Koundé makes the interception. Pedri. Chouameni. Koundé.
France clearly are pushing for the win here, Peter. It's making for a very frantic end to this game.
And it's Cucurella. Needs a quality cross. Cucurella crosses. No, that's not going to find him. Takes a shot! Oh, good effort, he got plenty on that.
Oh, the technical control was exquisite. The pummeled attempt was exasperating.
Spain have to get it into the box and quickly. And here's Oyarzabal. Yamal. He steps in, and that's the end of that.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
He's cut it out.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Saliba. And it's Digne. Doué. Spread out to the left. Delivered with swing. And it's hoisted. Shapes to shoot! Oh, just lacked a decent finish. And he cuts out the supply. Doué. Kone. Koundé.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Unai Simon, long ball by the goalkeeper. And it's Digne. Oh, well measured. Dembele, chance for a shot! Mbappe! Irrepressible! Late in the day, this could well be it! It is a good finish. The odds were against him. Little matter.
Such a well-worked finish. It looked like he was going to be shut down, but he thrives in situations like that.
France complete their comeback, and now they only need to hold out for a few minutes.
Well, the last moments now, Peter, are going to be very frantic. There's still time for a twist or two yet.
Oh, that's really good play on the right. He's driving forward. Yamal's cross. And that's been repelled. Mikel Merino. Oh, good spread. Dembele. And the referee's looking at his watch. We could be done here. Dembele looking for options. That's really well cleared. Pedro Porro.
Going nowhere fast is about the only way I can describe this. They've just got to be busier.
Board shows there will be 3 extra minutes. Upamecano. Chouameni. Upamecano. Koundé. Kone. Upamecano. Koundé. Now it's Doué. Nice physical challenge. Cucurella. Oh, nicely intercepted. Olise. Chouameni. Upamecano. Kone. Subimendi. Oyarzábal providing an outlet on that flank. This might... Shot a goal! Goal! They have stolen level at the last!
Peter, they should just never have lost the ball from there, but you have to give credit and fairness to the front-footed pressing too. Made things quite uncomfortable for them.
France have turned to their bench, and we're going to have a substitution.
Well, for me, this was the obvious substitution. He'd become just a little jaded.
Still inseparable. We have penalties.
Well, there was very little between the sides all the way through, so extra time is the correct next step.
So we brace ourselves for the nerve-shredding ordeal that is penalties.